And we are live. Thank you, everyone, for joining another episode of Dan-A-Plooza. My guest at this time is returning actor Rick Dutrow.
Hi, Dan. How you doing?
Good. It's good to have you back here.
It's honestly my pleasure.
So for those watching and future watching, you may have seen Rick in the show American Rust, also Massacre Academy. He's also in the film The Goonies with actor-producer James Quinn. And his latest film that he's in is actually having a red carpet event next Sunday. Bert.
Yay! Yay for Bert!
Yay for Bert!
Yeah, everybody's excited.
And it's going to be a good show. If anybody's interested, it is next Saturday, the 27th, at 7 p.m. at Marietta High School Auditorium in Marietta, Ohio.
It's a big venue, and we can fit a lot of people, so we hope everybody comes out.
Yep, definitely check it out. It's going to be a really good time.
Yeah, most of the cast will be there, so we'll get to hang out with everybody and get to talk with everybody and really hear opinions, which is really great because the people that watch it are the people we want to hear from. Absolutely.
Definitely. So my first question. What are you most looking forward to the red carpet event?
Well, I guess I kind of spilled those beans already in the sense that I haven't seen it screen yet. I have not seen the film. I've seen some bits and pieces of it along the way, but I have not seen it. So selfishly, I just want to see it myself. So I'll be excited to see the movie. But also I'll be excited to see it with a live audience, and it won't be just actors or crew that participated, but it'll be folks just coming to see a movie that was filmed near where we're screening it. So it'll be nice to see it with folks that hopefully are as excited to see it as we are.
Yep. You get the local input.
Yeah, absolutely. We filmed most of it in Parkersburg, I think. Most of it. Okay. There's some of it that I participated in. Some of it was in Marietta, Ohio, which is very close to Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Oh yes. I've been down there before, and I feel like it's like you're on one side and then you're on the other side. And it's only within the matter of minutes.
It's almost like Budapest, Buddha and Pest are just on the opposite sides of the river. But and my beautiful wife just walked in.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
She was filming today.
I was filming. Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, I somewhat had the day off, but I had to read it.
Get back to work.
Get back to work. I had to read a script.
Oh, okay.
For an audition that I have, so I was working, but at home.
Were you working for the weekend, Rick?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, Stephanie said nice.
But definitely with all your talent, so I think there's just bigger things on the horizon for you after Bert.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm hoping that the next thing will be season 2 for American Rust. They've already put season 2 is happening. It's definitely happening. It will be airing and distributed on Freebies. Am I right to say that? Freebies, which used to be IMDb TV.
Okay.
So that's the home for season 2 of American Rust. My character was Nolan Danek, and I'm hoping, Mr. Futterman, if you're watching this, the creator of American Rust, please write Nolan Danek into season 2. Please.
Yes. have a monologue moments and
yeah, it's more like me begging. So
coercing.
yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'm not stupid, but I will beg. But yeah, we had a great time on season 1 of American Rust, and Showtime didn't pick it up, but Freebies did, and so everybody's excited. Yeah, everybody's excited.
I wanted to say that another actor that I interviewed, he was in it. Doring?
Oh, Jordan, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In fact, one of the days I was there, I was filmed multiple days, but one of the days I was there, Jordan and our trailers were, our little dressing rooms were side by side.
Oh wow!
So I got to bug Jordan quite a bit that day. We worked the same day.
You're knocking like, hey Jordan.
Yeah, I was listening to him go over his lines, and he had to hear mine too.
Okay. That's social distance acting with the wall.
Jordan and I, we cross paths a lot, and we're friends, and that's good. But to cross paths, I love him. He's a good guy and a great actor, great talent. One of the films that Jordan was cast in, and then he opted not to take the role for whatever reason he had. I never asked him, but was in a feature film called Gorilla Dogs.
Oh, okay.
And it's written and produced by BPO. BPO, is it Films?
Productions.
BPO.
Okay.
BPO Productions. And when Jordan couldn't do it, they asked me, Rick, would you be willing to play this part? And I said, may I read it? And then I agreed. Yeah, it was fun. I play this military type of a boss, and I'm overseeing these guerrilla dogs. They're like a rogue group of military-like individuals who kidnapped somebody and are holding him for ransom. They're hoping to make all this money.
Oh wow!
But then one thing leads to another, and it doesn't quite go the way they want it to go. For any of us. It's in post-production right now, so we're hoping maybe next year that it'll surface in theaters near you.
Did you have like a actor that you looked to for inspiration when you were first starting out?
Well, absolutely. Many actually, but one that surfaces into my mind right away would be Stephanie's laughing at me. I'm like blanking on his name, but the movie was The Dresser.
Okay.
And Tom Courtenay, a British actor, and who played Sir?
I'll look it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's like one of my idols, but probably because I have all these lights shining in my face, and I'm getting old, and I forget his name, but he was just a great stage and film actor. And still is, or I believe.
Awesome.
Albert Finney.
Albert Finney. Sorry, Albert.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just an actor's actor. He's brilliant. He can
definitely
play a million different characters and all believable.
He passed away in 2019.
He recently passed away. Stephanie said in 2019.
We have some comments in the chat. Hey Nathan, thanks for watching and saying hello.
Sorry, I forgot my idol's name, but
perfectly fine. I'll share one of mine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mine is Tim Curry.
Nice.
Legend.
Yes.
And not only a descriptive word for him, but also for, I think of him in the movie Legend as well with Tom Cruise.
The first time I saw him was in the movie Clue.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I was like,
he's got such an incredible voice, man.
Oh, yes.
Really does. It's so rich and deep, and he's so multi-dimensional. His voice is, he's incredible.
Yeah, I enjoyed him in Clue, and I don't know if you remember him in Congo.
I saw Congo, but what is that maybe?
It came out like 95, 96.
Okay, I was going to say late 80s, early 90s. I did see it back then, but I just don't recall it myself.
Yeah, he plays this guy who's obsessed with all the diamonds in the mine, and he believes the gorilla's going to lead him there. And he's got the accent, and I just remember the scene where he's meeting the local militia, and they insist he has the sesame cake. So he's like trying to eat it all. And then they get mad because he's eating it all, so then he's trying to take it back out.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those actors that can handle drama. And,
oh, yeah.
You know, and,
little technical difficulty. We'll get him back. It just sometimes these things happen. Please be patient, everyone. He's just... Okay, let me go ahead and remove that one.
there you go. Yeah, I disappeared. I don't know what happened, but
there was a little blip. I covered it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was there and then I was gone.
I was going to tell people that you teleported.
Yeah, I went interdimensional.
Exactly. He went to the pre-Bert mode. He already went into the Matrix thing.
And thanks for beaming me up, Scotty. I'm auditioning for Captain whatever on the next Star Trek.
Thanks for watching, Nathan. I'll talk to you about.
Did Nathan have a question?
That you asked me. No, he's asking me about doing an interview, and we'll talk later, Nathan. But so as far as acting styles, would you say that you're more kind of like a method actor or improv, or what is your style?
Well, in college, I really dove into Stanislavski.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I would have to say the method acting would probably be the closest to how I was trained and what fits me and my personality and my mindset. I try to go, as an actor, to go beyond just, memorizing lines and reciting lines. I mean, I honestly try to, in my heart and in my soul, in that moment, to be living that scenario that my character is in. And a lot of times preparation in advance is what makes that happen. But yeah, I try to live it. I try to.
Yeah.
No, I don't necessarily. I'm not so hardcore of a method actor as I live the character 24/7 for the whole film. And some actors need to do that just to stay in that zone. But I've always, once I've done my homework work and my preparation and emotionally, there as the character in my heart. It's pretty easy for me to, almost like a revolving door, to go there and come back out. Unless it's at such a high emotional moment that you can't just easily step away from that.
Definitely.
But in general, I can usually get right there pretty quickly.
I was going to tell you who you remind me of as far as an actor.
Brad Pitt.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm teasing. Who do you?
One of my favorite actors, Don Lithgow.
Oh wow, yeah, John. In fact, I was just talking about John Lithgow to Stephanie because she has never seen the movie Garp.
Oh.
And you may never have either because you're young, but I was in the movie theater when it came out in whatever that was. I think it was 80 something.
Ancient times.
Yeah, ancient times. 1989 or something like that. Might have been not. Yeah, it was the 80s. It had to be the 80s. It might have been before 89, actually, if I think about it.
Okay. It was in 83. Maybe when I saw it.
It might have been. Yeah. What struck me so was the theme of the movie Garp.
Oh, yeah,
and it was addressing gender at a time way before, as a socially, as a society, we were having any dialogue about gender really at all. We weren't. But John Lithgow played the character where he cross-dressed.
Oh, okay.
In Garp, and he was brilliant. I believe he was either nominated or won an Academy Award for that performance in Garp. And it's a good movie. It's really one of those classical, unique, really almost like the Napoleon Dynamite of its time, in the sense that it was so different than what you were used to seeing in a movie, from story to characters to the angle of approach that the writers and the production team came at it at.
That's great.
Yeah, John Lithgow.
Since 1982.
1982 stuff.
I wasn't there yet.
That's what I said. You might not have.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams also in Garp, and for all the young folks that haven't seen it, check it out if you can. I'm sure it streams.
Definitely.
The full title is The World According to Garp.
Yeah, The World According to Garp.
Okay. Heard of it.
Yeah, so check it out. And for those that have seen it and haven't watched it forever, like me, it's on my bucket list to go back in the near future and check it out again.
Definitely.
I just remember the baby in the beginning credits. It starts to, they're like, this baby, as if someone's throwing it up into the air, and it's slow motion. It comes up into frame. The baby comes up into frame. It's giggling and laughing, and then it drops down, and it's just up and down in the beginning.
Wow. I definitely need to check that out now.
Yeah, and that's all I remember, really, because.
I understand.
It's good. It's a good film.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's a compliment. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. I first saw him from Third Rock from the Sun. Have you ever seen that series?
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen episodes of it. I've never been like a network TV guy so much as I am when I have time. I always wanted to sit down and just watch a movie.
Right.
So if I had time, I would typically stream something or watch something. I have a stack of movies that when I have time, I go to that stack and pull one out. But yeah, I have seen episodes of him, and he did there was another TV series he was in, wasn't? Am I right to think that or not? Stephanie hasn't.
I believe so.
On
he was.
IMDb, Stephanie said, "Yeah, he was."
Yeah. I know him from that. From 30 Rotten Scoundrels.
Here, I'll find out. I'll be like your
But-
research guy.
Yes.
You know how on all the podcasts, it's like the
Yeah, Stephanie's my hype lady.
hype lady.
She's checking out all the.
Get the
Info.
wiki facts.
Yeah.
Oh, he only has 357 titles for me to go through.
Oh,
so-
okay.
This
Go
may
all-
take
go all
a- this
300.
this may take a while. But anyway, yeah, super talented. I appreciate you
Oh, thank you.
saying that. I take that as the highest of compliments.
Definitely. And is
Is
there any kind of acting that you
would
consider that I don't know if you've done yet,
which is kind of like
which
which
shows like maybe like puppets or
voice
acting or
video
games?
I've not done video games yet.
Okay.
But would love to. I love voice acting. I've done some different voiceover work through the years.
Awesome.
My wife too, Stephanie Swift, is a voiceover actress as well. So yeah,
very cool.
yeah, we. In fact,
Yeah,
I
I'm just a voice. I'm actually not a real person.
That's why you can't see her. She's just a
Siri?
voice.
I am just a voice.
Yeah, she's just a voice. No, she's
More like a mouthpiece, but
no, she's the real deal. But I think what you asked me was, there anything I'd like to do, maybe that I
Yeah.
haven't really done? I mean, honestly, there's maybe a list of 100 things I could tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what I've done recently is I came up in the theater, and
Okay.
I studied in college theatrical performance. I studied acting, and most of the first 40 years of my life have been predominantly stage work, stage acting.
Okay.
So Stephanie and I, when we first started to see each other, approximately 7 years ago, we both had a theater background. Stephanie more musical theater than myself, although I've done some musical theater as well. But we both started to talk about acting and our careers, and I just said, we do so much stage work, and we love it. There's nothing like a live audience.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that experience for the audience, and nothing like that experience for the actors and the crew. To have a
Definitely.
live audience, instant feedback and reactions, it's incredible. It's a great energy. But we both talked, and I said, honey, we do these stage productions. We rehearse, we perform, and they run for different periods of time depending on the show, and then we're done. And literally the show disappears. That show that we were in disappears. And unless you saw it by being one of the audience members, which are limited, only so many people can fit in the theater at a time. There's only a small fraction of folks that really see it. And I said, we need to maybe consider moving our careers towards or in the direction of a film. That a film is captured and it's recorded, and you can stream it, you can purchase it. And, you can watch it again and again if you so choose, if you like it that much. Well, theater, once it's done, it's done. So I said, let's try to direct our careers towards film. So for the last 5 years, we've delved heavily into theater, and then COVID also came right around that
time.
similar time, and we were kind of glad we went in that direction, because when the theaters closed, we still had some work on certain feature films, independent films that were still filming, and still literally were brave enough to do that, or stupid enough. I guess depends on who you'd ask. But we were all safe, and In fact, I haven't even had COVID yet. Knock on wood. Watch, I'll get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Stephanie has.
Oh
Oh wow.
And we didn't.
Excuse
We didn't. What do you do? We didn't quarantine from each other. So I was just lucky enough not to.
To catch
To
it.
catch it.
Yeah, not to have it.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, God.
me. Yeah, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I started
theater
theater in
in
2001.
2001.
And
And
then my last show was in
2016.
2016.
15 years,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or approximately, right? 15 years.
Yeah, and the last one I did was
well, the
well,
last,
the last
two
two
plays
plays
I did, they were both
comedies,
physical comedies.
comedies.
Sorry, cats.
That was a cat. We have 4 cats right now. Two we're cat sitting 2 of our grandcats.
Okay.
Okay.
My oldest son's cats while he's away. So we
I was
have.
gonna
I was gonna
say it sounded like a drum, so if I told a joke, it would have been good timing.
I wish I could spin the camera around so you could see. But yeah, I have some kitty cats around me. Your cat was here earlier before we
yeah.
started.
Yeah.
She's
She's
looking
looking
out
out the window right now.
But she was real good. She came up on your shoulder and just gave you some love and didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes she'll sit here.
Yeah,
Like-
that's cool.
But
But
is
is
there
there
a play that you still want to do that you haven't done yet?
You know, yeah, that's a good question. That's a great question for me because I really have an answer for that. I had a really passion for British farce,
Oh.
and I do a pretty decent British accent, so it always worked for me. And I was cast in a trilogy called. The first one was it's about the character that I played, and I played the same character in the 3 different plays. The trilogy was Inspector Pratt, and it's they kind of call it the Pratt trilogies, where Inspector Pratt is the British version of Inspector Clouseau.
Okay.
So instead of being French like Clouseau,
Yeah.
he's a Brit.
Oh.
all right.
He's British, and he's not very smart, but he has more enthusiasm than everybody wishes he did. and I believe the playwright's Peter Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Gordon,
Yeah.
and he has developed just a really rich character in Inspector
Oh,
Pratt.
wow.
And the first time I did it, I fell in love with Inspector Pratt. And,
Awesome.
and we did the show, and it went over so well. The theater said, "Rick, would you come back and do the second installment in the trilogy?" And I said, "I would love to." So we did all 3 of them, and then recently, within the last 8 years or 9 years, Peter Gordon wrote a 4th.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Continuation.
it's actually a prequel to the Inspector Pratt trilogy, and Inspector Pratt is Sergeant Pratt. He hasn't yet been promoted to Inspector.
And it takes place at Christmas time. It's called Slayed to Death.
Yeah, it's called Slayed to Death, and
Oh, very cool.
it's got a Christmassy theme to it.
Yeah.
And each of the installments of the Inspector Pratt trilogies, Inspector Pratt is called in to solve a murder or a series of murders, and he does it in such a way that Sherlock Holmes would be in awe
Oh.
Oh, wow.
because it shouldn't happen the way he does it. You know, he goes about it in such a way that he pieces 2 and 2 together, and honestly, only Inspector Pratt would be able to do that. And not because he's so intelligent; it's just his logic is
Yeah.
Yeah.
far removed from where logic should be.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's fun. It's a farce. It's fun. And, it's crazy. It's over the top. There's a wealth of characters in each of the show. So what my whole point would be, I would love to reprise Inspector Pratt in the prequel.
Awesome.
Slayed to death one of these near days.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do, and I'd probably like to get into some. I was trained classically, and we did a lot of Shakespeare in college, and I haven't done any Shakespeare for a few decades. So
You're due.
I have a hankering. I'm due to get into some of the bards.
Definitely.
Prose.
So, is there anything else like to say on Dan-A-Plooza before we end the show?
No, thank you for having me, Dan. I hope anyone and everyone that can would join us for our world premiere of the feature film Vert, which you'll see me co-star in, and we air, we screen August 27th. I believe the doors open at about 7 p.m. in Marietta, Ohio. And there are some links on social media. And Dan, I don't know if you can attach anything, like a link to that. But if not, if anybody follows me, Rick Dutrow, on social media, you'll see links and come on out.
Definitely.
Check it out with us.
All right. I'd like to thank my guest, Rick Dutrow, for joining me on Dan-A-Plooza. Come back at 8 o'clock for Arthur Brooklyn and will be on Dan-A-Plooza. Have a good night.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.